good, y'all? We back with another video. I can't lie to y'all, I just had like 5 donuts in the span of 30 seconds. I'm disgusted with myself, so I'm gonna get to work. So what we finna watch, a 1090 Jake video. Florida man sentenced to 999 years in prison for killing his own grandparents. So I can't legally think of any scenarios where a nigga needs to kill both his grandparents. I don't know what be going on in that household, or maybe the nigga was visiting or something. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you like the video, drop a like, subscribe. We are almost at 500 subs, and drop a comment in the comment section. DM me some videos to react to. Let's get into it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Florida man that was sentenced to 999 years for killing his grandparents.
What's the point of even getting 999 years? Why can't you just get this nigga life? What is the point of actually tallying up 999 years and handing it to another person? Why? I feel like after 100, I mean, that's all it takes, honestly. 100 years, anything over that is just life, bro. What is the point of you getting 990? Like, why the fuck did I need to know that?
A teenager's in jail after a family says he shot and killed his grandparents.
Oh no, teenager? This nigga look like a grown ass hoodlum. This nigga's a teenager? So what, you telling me he's 18, 19? He gotta be on the higher end of that. Ain't no way he's like 14, 15, bro. 13. Ain't no way.
Family feud.
But he looked like he did it. He definitely did it. Damn.
And Gregory Merritt were in their early 60s. A family friend was also killed in all of this.
What? So he didn't just kill his grandparents, he killed one of their friends? Imagine getting killed just cause you friends with this nigga grandma. You ain't never seen this nigga a day in your life. Just cause you go to the bingo hall with his grandma every Wednesday and Sunday, he pull up and clap your shit too. The world is so unfair, bruh.
His actions, his words. Those 3 things prove to you, in this case, beyond a reasonable doubt, that this defendant committed 3 counts of premeditated murder.
His statement to the police is credible because it is literally corroborated by all the other evidence in this case. And that is the same statement in which he confesses to 3 counts of murder.
First on my list to see is Jadarius Jones.
Why I look like I know that girl right there? Look like somebody I went to high school with. Nah, he did that shit.
Okay,
Hell no.
Are you Jadarius Jones?
Yes, sir.
Jadarius.
All right, I have read the arrest and booking report. I do find there to be probable cause for the 4 charges against you. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Mr. Jones, you've been charged with 3 separate counts of second-degree murder.
Ooh! Ooh! Look at old girl in the back. She said, "Oh no, I gotta get out of here." She didn't know what the fuck he was charged for. And they talking about, oh, he didn't kill 3 people?
Charged with
She
3
said,
separate
oh my
counts
God.
of second-degree murder.
She said, oh, this nigga a monster.
You've also been charged with
She like, y'all heard that shit?
armed robbery.
She like, she like, bro, are y'all hearing the same shit I'm hearing? Are we serious?
Out bond on all 4 of
Oh,
those charges.
hell no.
It was January 15th, 2023. At 12:30 in the afternoon, Jacksonville sheriffs responded to a home in reference to a shooting. Arriving on scene, officers discovered 44-year-old Luther Williams laying in the front yard with multiple gunshot wounds.
Multiple.
Officers quickly conducted a security sweep of the residence, finding 2 additional victims in a back bedroom. 58-year-old Unita Hardy.
Oh, so that was the friend?
Gregory
Wow.
Merritt. They were both unresponsive with multiple gunshot wounds.
Wow.
All 3 victims would die at the scene as detectives arrived to begin the triple homicide investigation. A search warrant was obtained the crime scene was processed, and multiple 9mm shell casings would be found inside and outside the home by all 3 victims. It was determined all 3 met a violent demise, standing only feet away from their killer. A nearby neighbor, now witness, would tell detectives she observed an 18-year-old named Jadarius Jones arrive at the victim's home in a black Toyota Camry. He'd enter the
Get it high. Make it. It's a fact. Hit it like.
enter the home wearing a fanny pack satchel, and once inside was confronted by male acquaintances
Nigga did a hit
who
in
were
a
already
fanny.
in the home. The confrontation stemmed from an incident they found out Jadarius was involved in, and a
With
physical
a fanny,
fight broke
whichever
out.
one.
Jadarius was seen running from the home on foot. Officers would observe a male matching the description of Jadarius at a home not far from the murder scene. He'd be detained by officers, identified as the suspect, and transported for an interview with detectives. A search of the home would reveal a fanny pack style satchel described by the witness. Inside was a wallet belonging to the
You know this car belonged to just a trench nigga. Them tires ain't got not a single tread on them bitches. You see the whole front? Bro, that shit is smooth like the paint on the door. The only shit I see is right here.
found in the front yard.
Was that a
Speaking
red
with
bandana in there?
Jadarius, the detective would read him his constitutional rights, and Jadarius would acknowledge he understood all of his rights and signed the form. Post Miranda, Jadarius would confess to shooting and killing all 3 victims. But these weren't just random people. Unita and Gregory were his own grandparents. The 18-year-old
Well, they gonna do you crazy in that prison, boy.
second-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm, and theft of a motor vehicle for stealing the victim's Toyota after the murder. The vehicle would be found in front of the home he was found at.
This dumbass nigga drove the car to where he was staying at, just like a normal. Oh, I just got a new car now. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it in the garage, and ain't nobody. Are you stupid, nigga? Man.
Inside
R.I.P.
the
to
Duval
them,
County
man.
Jail for over 2 years before finding himself guilty as fuck at trial.
Guilty as
Now
hell.
20 years old, Jadarius would receive a jaw-dropping 999 years
Life.
for the triple murder that
Give him the
ended his
death penalty,
grandparents'
matter of fact.
life. In all reality, he'd be sentenced to life for each murder, with the sentences running concurrent. But on the court site, it would say 999 years, 99 months, and 99 days. For those that have never been to prison, within the dorms are call-out sheets that would list inmate names, Department of Corrections numbers, as well as their release dates. And for the inmates with a life sentence,
Oh, so that's how
the
it looks?
year of release
You just get
would
9999.
say 9999. Now these numbers almost seem make-believe.
That's
but
crazy.
for 20-year-old Jadarius,
20?
they're very real.
Damn.
If he's lucky enough to live the next 60 years, he'll have spent it within the 4 regions of the Florida Department of Corrections. It doesn't matter which part of the state he wakes up in. That Florida sun will shine every morning off the barbed wire fences. And the day he doesn't wake up, he'll be collected from his cell, body bagged, sent home if he has any living relatives, or he'll be buried at the prison. But that Florida sun will keep on shining. And this is the reality of life in Florida State Prison. Another statistic and another example for those watching of what your life could be if you make the wrong decision.
Bro, I can't imagine getting life in prison, bro. How do you even come to terms with some shit like that? You did something and you got life in prison, nigga. If you get life in prison in Houston, that means you will never be able to travel the world. You will never even be able to travel down the street, nigga. You will only know that prison. You will die in that prison like that. I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't do that shit. I'm the type of nigga.
Now,
I'm
there
gonna
was
give
a
myself
lot
about
of
this bitch
information
while I do life in
missing
jail.
from
I ain't
this
gonna lie
case
to you.
that I wasn't able to find in the courts. Apparently, Jadarius was rumored of having committed a shooting. that, I guess, is the reason he was confronted inside of his grandparents' home. Now, I don't know if this was...
Damn, so what if the But what they had to do with the nigga outside, though? Hell nah. Nah. It seems like bro pulled up and just got on hot shit with him. That's what it seemed like. Or maybe he was inside, shot the grandparents, and the dude tried to run, and he caught him. That could have been a possibility, too. Maybe that's what he's finna say.
An attempt of, like, hood justice. Like, we heard he did something, so we're gonna come over here and beat him up to teach him a lesson, and his grandparents allowed it. And then Jadarius snapped and ended up killing his grandparents and another man. We don't know the details.
That don't make sense, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
18-year-old turned that gun on his grandparents, and a third man that was killed in the front yard. Then he admitted it to the police. Done deal. This happened in Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been the murder capital of Florida for a long ass fucking time. A lot of drill rappers, you know, the Florida drill scene, that started in Jacksonville. The courts aren't gonna play that shit.
Yeah. No.
When I was in the Florida prison system, most of the jits that I met that came from Jacksonville had 10 years or better. And they were all in there for some type of a gun crime, whether it was shootings, whatever the fuck, murders, attempted murders. That's just how they're rocking over there. But for Jadarius, I don't see him being granted an appeal for a triple murder like this.
You gonna die in there, bro.
And based on where the shell casings landed, they were able to prove, you know, through analyzing the crime scene, that he was firing from close range. He was right in front of them when he gunned them down. He knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't play crazy. He didn't go the insane route. He admitted to it for whatever reason. Signed off on his life, basically just ate a fucking life sentence. Now he's gone. He's in prison. And
that's crazy.
Living that day by day from 20 years old to whenever he's no longer breathing, that's no life to live.
It's not.
If you've been in there, you know that. And it's sad because I've gone on the Florida Department of Corrections website and just looked up some of the people that I knew, especially some of the ones that I met that had life sentences. A couple of them have committed suicide because they weren't able to just keep doing it. Every day, it's repetition. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. A lot of people don't realize out here you have so much freedom, like, to the point that you don't see what you have until it's gone. When you're in there, all you can do is wear blue. The same blues everybody else has. His might be a little bit nicer than yours, you know, a little bit newer because he paid money for it, but all you wear is blue. All the COs wear is brown. Those are the only colors you're seeing year after year after year. You know what I mean? You're used to the fucking heat because if you're not in one of the newer dorms, you're in the old school Florida prison dorms where there's just holes in the windows and there's no AC. It's hot as fuck. The rain gets into the dorm.
Damn.
Living that day by day for the next 40, 50, 60 fucking years is no life to live. And I wish that the Florida Department of Corrections would let people like myself in with a camera to show y'all the realities, to keep y'all from making the decisions that leave you in there with no escape.
I could not imagine, bro.
A lot of people say, oh, how did you get through prison? How did you do so much confinement time? I didn't have a choice. I had to. Now he doesn't have a choice until he dies. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I hope y'all get the fucking message.
Man. Prison is scarier to me. Prison is way scarier than death, bro. I'm more scared of doing something to somebody and getting a long ass stint in prison and dying, bro. 100%. I couldn't do it, gang. I couldn't. That shit is horrible. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video, man. Man, this shit crazy. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. We out.